Okay, we're at part 13 of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Metropolis Zone, and are these things fixed? Yes, they are. They actually shoot you high enough. And they can still damage you from the sides, and now we have these Starmie characters from Pokemon that explode when you're near them. Okay, they're not really Starmies, but they're close enough to the design. Starmie was actually one of the best Pokemon, I'd say, that was a C-Star. But you know, we didn't have these annoying punchers, and there's another annoying enemy that we'll see soon, called the Slicer. It's basically a grasshopper or a praying mantis who can shoot his slicers at you, and trust me, in Act 3, there he is. In Act 3, there's this one ridiculous placement of a slicer that you would not want to get in the midst of. Because if you do get in the midst of them, you're actually going to end up getting killed pretty dang quickly. If you don't have a barrier, if you don't have invincibility, if you're unprotected, if you don't have Supersonic, you're pretty much screwed. You're pretty much ducked. I actually like this gimmick too, the corkscrew gimmick here. I would have never suspected that you could use a corkscrew to move your way upward. But hey, that makes sense. And the whole righty-tighty, lefty-loosey rule that they applied to those corkscrews, that was actually pretty interesting. Wait a minute, those aren't even corkscrews, they're bolts. I have to get my facts straight. Oh yeah, and if you think that you can go through another bolt as you're going up one bolt, think again, you're gonna get squished. When I was doing the test run, that happened, and I was actually baffled. I didn't expect that would happen to me, but hey, it happened. And you see, Metropolis Zone, if you haven't already noticed, is the future of Wood Zone. And if you've noticed these teleporter pipes I'm going through, this is exactly what I had meant. In Wood Zone, you had those teleporter pipe looking things, which would teleport you from one area to another, or at least would guide you from one area to another from walking through it. In this case, Metropolis Zone teleports you through it, and in Sonic 3 we get something similar, but it's called Loopy-Loos, according to Ryan. Loopy-Loos. You don't get to see Loopy-Loos until Sonic 3 is Frown. Oh yeah, no matter what site you go through, there's gonna be a praying mantis there, there's gonna be a slicer. Oh yeah, by the way, you don't want to spin dash in the middle of a slicer attack. Because when you spin dash and there's a slicer there, they're bound to attack you at least 96% of the time. The other 4% is just through sheer dumb luck, but you don't want to get in the midst of that, because you're gonna lose your rings a lot in Metropolis Zone if you're not careful. It happened to me a lot when I was younger, and this is before I ended up getting Supersonic. This was actually when I played the game more often as Knuckles. And as you might already know, I think Knuckles has a much stronger spin dash than Sonic. I'm gonna say that right now. He trades off jumping power and speed for more spin dash power and the ability to glide and climb. And the ability to shut people up because of people thinking he's an idiot. Shut up! There's the shut up clip that I was looking for. I honestly couldn't find it for the longest time, only because, my computer's now stuffed with a lot of audio files, thanks to my mixing and whatnot, as well as all the, material from Gemini Twilight 2, and, pretty much any other mixing audio that I found, or any audio covers that I found interesting. Great Escape by Jocelyn Guzman comes to mind. Ducking loved that song, Jocelyn. And, oh god, what the duck happened there? Speaking of Great Escape, I actually, had something to say about that. If you are, in fact, watching this video, Jocelyn, then, you probably have already known that I've discussed with you about the, mix that I had done a long time ago, back in, what was it, February, like 12 days after its release. I think it was during, vacation, yeah, February vacation. I think I had, I made the mix, like, on the 25th or so, and I never released it. And of course, you told me the reason why you didn't want it up at. Through your permission, I would actually like to ask, would it be okay if I was to upload it through of course, your permission? Since, I mean, and this is gonna really be the only mix of it that I do, so, yeah, especially since I'll be giving you full credit. I take no credit in the songs that other people have made, trust me. The only credit that I ever take out of anything is that the mix was done by me. I never try to credit myself for actually making the actual song. And many people know that. But yeah, I'm like, since I know that the anniversary is going to be coming up, I believe in August. If I'm not mistaken, I believe August 11 was the release date of Great Escape back in 2011, I think it was. Hang on a second. Let me rock Facebook for a second, see if I can find that. You know, I do this in every single commentary. What is up with me? Why do I do this? Why do I go and search up things while I'm doing a commentary about a video game? Maybe it's the same reason why Brain Scratch does it. Oh yeah, this is the very Dick Cheney-ish enemy placement. If you are not prepared, that Slicer's gonna kick your bass so many times. Yes, he's gonna kick your bass. Yeah, I don't say the A word. He's gonna kick your bass. Bass. But nevertheless, so yeah, as I'm searching through, nope. Great Escape had debuted the web on August 23, 2011, which, if I'm not mistaken, the date of that was let's see, August 23 of 2011 that was a Tuesday. So yeah, if it is okay with you, Jocelyn, I would actually like to upload the mix that I had done on August 23 to celebrate its first anniversary. If it's okay with you. If it's not okay with you, then I'll just keep the copy that I have just for reference. But again, I won't upload it unless if it's okay with you. I'm just gonna try and be semi-protective with this, just so no copyright claims are done by you, of course, or the studio that had recorded it for you. Nevertheless, we're in Sky Chase Zone. It's your typical Gradius jumper. I'm not even gonna compare Gradius to this, but you get the point. You're moving around on the plane as Sonic, or if you're playing as Miles, you're playing as Miles, and Sonic's driving the Sonic Flyer. That's what this plane is called. It's called the Sonic Flyer. It is not called a Tornado. If you bother calling it the Tornado, then I'll tell you the following. Play Sonic Adventure. That's where the real Sonic Tornado is. But no, the F means flyer. It's the Sonic Flyer. Sort of like, you know, remember the Flintstone Flyer and whatnot? I think I do get hit here. I didn't intend on getting hit in any part of the stage, but the reason why I do get hit in the stage, I know I do. There we go. The reason why I do is because if I end up as Supersonic, if I actually decide to go too far left or too far right on the screen, what can happen is I can actually fall off the plane. This also happens if you're on the far left of the screen and you spin dash. If you spin dash and you go way too fast for the plane to even catch up with you, you will actually fall off the side of the plane and you will die. You will have to redo the entire stage. And trust me, when I did my first run of this, I did not know that you can do that. And I actually died a decent amount of times in the stage, maybe 15 times, but I had so many extra chances thanks to one-up monitors and getting hundreds of rings that I didn't even lose everything that I had. What I tried to do there was I tried to see if I could spin dash onto that turtle at the bottom so I could try to see if I could get a perfect enemy destruction, but Sadly, no, that's not the case. I wasn't able to destroy everybody. And Moonwalk Sonic? No, not really. Nevertheless, Wing Fortress Zone. So Robotnik shoots lasers at the machine, and the Sonic Flyer goes down. Don't hit that. Don't touch that panel that shoots you. That sends you slingshotted all the way to the other side. Just run past it and avoid the chicken that shoots eggs at you. Or just Dick Cheney your way through the battle and go and get the rings. Now, if you're invincible, you can actually cut through the stage very quickly, which I'm about to do. Watch here. So right here you can cut through and platforms. These platforms really annoyed me when I was younger because they would always disappear like after a few seconds. And I never could for the life of me manage to figure out how do you get through them? How the fuck do you get through them? But I figured it out and it was interesting and I was able to speed my way through the stage. By the way, there are parts of this flying blimp or whatever the duck it is that feature the term 29 Eggman-00. So it's vehicle number 29 and it says Eggman. Yeah, they clearly didn't change that to Robotnik, and Eggman is clearly the Japanese name for Dr. Robotnik. So yeah, is his name Eggman or Robotnik at this point? And why is Sonic's animation back at normal instead of supersonic? Oh yeah. While it only took Miles about 90 seconds just to add a rocket to Sonic's Sonic Flyer, just to help him get up into space. Okay, that is pretty badass. How is Miles able to do that in less than 90 seconds of the stage? That is amazing, because Tails is supposed to be this character that allows you to be this ridiculous mechanic, and good god. Nevertheless, we're about to arrive on Robotnik's Death Star, the Death Egg, and you start the level with 0 rings, and hey, I actually was able to get to the end of the level with 0 rings. Because currently, Death Egg Zone was supposed to be 3 acts, at least in this. The downside of it, though, is that we ended up getting a generic copy of Chemical Plant Zone Act 1 and 2, because again, Sonic Hatchelby had rushed the project and didn't bother finishing the whole dang thing. So we had to sadly wait until we ended up getting like a new version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 long version, which never arrived, by the way. I'm still waiting for it. And yeah, it stayed that way for the longest time. I don't know why it stayed that way for the longest time, but it did. And I honestly feel sad about it. I honestly would have liked a custom design for Death Egg Zone. What the duck happened? What the duck happened, Sonic Hatchelby? I'm not mad at you, I'm just curious. I'm just sad. And the only difference between this and Chemical Plant Zone Act 2 is that one spring. Everything else is the same. Oh yeah, by the way, the Mega Mac is gone. Well, that's obvious because you're in space. I don't know why a space machine would have water in it anyways. The Technodrome from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game didn't have it, so I wouldn't suspect it would be in this game, would it? No, it wouldn't be. There wouldn't be any way that there would be any liquid in the Technodrome. I don't think that there will be any Mega Mac in this level. I highly doubt it. I honestly, truthfully doubt it. Honestly, love that silhouette of Earth in the background. You know, I'm surprised. That didn't really get too much 3D like I expected it to. Like, I would have expected the clouds would have had some kind of movement, but sadly, no. It's not, it's just scrolling alongside with the blue. And yeah, there's no Mega Mac. Thank God. So now I can show you the lower path of Chemical Plant Zone. And this is how the Kamikaze spider character worked. I never got to shut it off when I was doing a normal one. But nevertheless, down here is a 1-up, just like in the original. And normally when you go through this tunnel right here and then you get to these platforms, the Mega Mac is supposed to rise. Now, of course, now because I'm in space, that does not happen. I don't end up drowning. I don't end up getting pummeled in Mega Mac. and I end up actually completing the stage with more than 0 rings. Now, this platform right here is also in Chemical Plant Zone. That's just a safety net, just in case if you fall off the main platform. It's okay, I guess, but they could have done something better with it. They could have made it a bit wider. Because there are some times where I would spin dash and I would potentially miss it. Trust me, it has happened to even the best of us. It's happened to me, it's probably happened to you, and it's happened to pretty much every other player of Sonic the Hedgehog that actually knows of this platform. So, if you have managed to get on it and fall off, then, what the duck are you doing playing Chemical Plant Zone? Just get supersonic and go on the upper path. Nevertheless, we're about to arrive endgame, folks. We're about to get to the final part of this game. So I shall see you for part 14, where we end off Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in the Death Egg Zone.